This will be a preview for next Friday of making screws, fixing screws, completing screws, threading, pitching, taping, dyeing screws, as well as bolts, making bolts, and designing bolts from scratch. I haven't did that in a couple of years. Like the last time I actually did that when I used to, before I retired, I used to do metal framing and welding and sheet metal fabricating. And I taught a huge amount of people how to do it. My priority was teach a huge amount of brown people out of spite and teach everyone else, and then just teach everyone in general out of spite. But like I said, I haven't did it for years, so don't mind me. The main reason I teach people is spite. You get why in the future. When I took my trip to Africa, I just showed them how to do this. And I took my trip to Brazil and Germany. And I'll show them how to do this. But anyway, to make a screw or a bolt that have threaded in it, usually there are two things. You have a tape or a die. In simplest terms, you have the female part or the male part. The female part is usually a hole that's on a flat surface, like this. Inside this is a hole that have its own threaded, and you use softer material than the material that you thread it into. So this is hardened aluminum. I would use regular carbon steel, not carbon steel, just regular iron, and I will spin that in there, heat it and spin it in there, and that will forge that iron thread. It's the same thing with wood screws. That's dyeing. Taping is using the mill end, taking a blank screw and coming in here, and usually the metal or wood itself is just an example. Okay, I cut this hole here because I want to stick a piece to it. That way, when I get ready to use the mill tape, I can just spin it in the groove teeth. Usually, I'm probably around 12 when I start making my screws and stuff. I usually just manually make it and I just cut the screws with fine precision. That's how the original screws were made. They just use super fine precision. And you usually do the same material, same method. Soft material, what you're trying to turn it into a screw. Harder material, what you're using to turn the things into a screw. Then there's the fire method or forging method. The old people, like way back in Africa, Egypt, China, Greece, usually mainly do it by cutting. The method after that was forging, where they used to heat it and beat the crap out the materials. There's hardened ash and hardened wood screws as well. As you see what I'm going to do. Anyway.